Welcome everyone. In this new video, we'll be talking about array broadcasting, and what broadcasting is basically element-wise operation that we perform on array. So let's get started. Very first thing that we'll do is we'll do import numpy as np. Let's say we have this array over here. A is equal to np dot arrange 3. Okay, or let's say 0 1 2 0 comma 1 comma 2, and we have b is equal to np dot arrange. So we want to use arrange over here. If we are giving in a list, we want to use arrange. We'll use array, and inside this, let's say 5 comma 5, and I say a plus b. These were covered. It's 5 6 and 7. 5 plus 0, 5 plus 5 plus 2. This was covered in previous video. So over there I did mention it because I wanted to create a separate video out of this. This is called element-wise array broadcasting or element-wise operations. This is what element-wise operations is. Like you take the first element and you add it to the first element of another array. If you go deep inside what's happening in machines or in processors, basically it's adding up the binaries of this element-wise. Now, moving on, let's say I do a plus 5. Similarly, we will get 5 added to every other element. We don't have to create this separate array. Okay. Now, let's say I have a matrix M which is equal to np dot array or np dot ones, and I want it 3 comma 3. Okay, and let's print it as well. We get this, and let's add M to A. What will happen? Again, element wise operation. A, notice it's 0 1 2. So 0 1 2 will be added to the first row. When you add 0 1 to the first row, it becomes 1 plus 1 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, and so on. It moves on. Let's say we have A which is equal to np dot arrange and given 3 over here, and we have B which is equal to np dot arrange 3 over here, and we'll add something extra. Is this comma np dot new access. Okay, and let's print A and B. Okay, print A and B. A, I want A over here and B over here. Notice the difference. If I write A dot shape, I get 3 comma nothing. That means it's a 1D array. If I write B dot shape, I get 3 comma 1. That means it's a matrix. It is a matrix with 3 rows and 1 column. What happens when I add this one to this? A dot A plus, well, we get a matrix of dimension 3 cross 3. So if you notice over here, the row of this and the row of this makes up, when you add, makes up the whole matrix. Okay, so if these two are not equal in matrix, it doesn't add up. So 0 plus 0 is 0, and then 1 to it adds up the whole element. Element wise operation happens. So 0 is added to all 3 of this element, then 1 is added, and that becomes the first row. Then 1 is added to every element, and that becomes the second row, and then 2 is added to every element, that becomes the third row. So I just wanted to make this quick video explaining broadcasting. This is it. I'll see you in next video.